They told him the silver was real, shiny, heavy, certified. He trusted the stamp, the smile, the promise of easy profit. 2 years later, when the market surged and he tried to sell, a simple test shattered everything. It wasn't silver, it was painted metal. And in that moment, he didn't just lose money, he lost time, trust, and momentum. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Fake silver is everywhere, but real opportunity still exists for those who move smart. I learned early that wealth isn't built by rushing. It's built by understanding, by slowing down while the crowd panics. My uncle was a mechanic with no fancy education, but every month he bought a little physical silver from verified dealers, stored it patiently, learned how to test it, learned how markets move. People laughed when prices were flat. 10 years later, when inflation exploded and metals surged, he paid off his house in one move, not luck, discipline. Silver isn't just a metal, it's a mindset. It rewards those who think long-term while others chase quick wins. The counterfeit dealer story isn't here to scare you, it's here to wake you up. Because smart investors don't just buy, they verify, they learn, they build systems. One man I met started with just 1 ounce a month. He worked 2 jobs, skipped small luxuries, reinvested bonuses into physical silver and miners. He didn't talk about it. He didn't show off. 5 years later, he had enough assets to launch his own business debt-free. That's the power of consistent, informed action. Here's the first shift. Always test what you buy. Simple magnet tests. Weight checks. Buying from trusted sources. Knowledge is your shield. Second shift. Stop waiting for perfect prices. Wealth grows through accumulation, not timing miracles. Small regular buys beat emotional big bets. Third shift. Treat silver like a foundation, not a lottery ticket. It protects purchasing power, balances risk, and creates opportunity when markets shake. Every great investor understands cycles. When fear spreads, smart money moves quietly. When hype rises, they secure profits. Silver has always been the bridge between chaos and stability. I've watched people escape paycheck to paycheck living by building hard assets slowly. Not flashy, not overnight, but unstoppable. Your future isn't built in viral moments. It's built in the habits you repeat when nobody is watching. Learning, verifying, investing consistently, staying calm when others panic. Counterfeit silver exists because demand is rising, and rising demand means rising long-term value. The key is becoming the informed buyer, not the emotional one. Imagine 5 years from now holding real assets while inflation eats savings accounts alive. Imagine having options while others stress. Imagine building wealth that doesn't disappear with one market crash. That's what smart silver investing offers when combined with patience, discipline, and education. If this message opened your eyes even a little, hit like so more people learn how to protect their future. Subscribe for real wealth strategies that actually work. Share this with someone who's serious about building financial freedom. Your journey doesn't start with fear. It starts with knowledge, consistency, and the decision to invest smarter today. They told him the silver was real, heavy in his palm, shining under bright lights, stamped with numbers that looked official, sold with confidence that felt convincing. And he believed it because most people believe what looks professional. Because trust feels easier than doubt. And for a while, everything seemed fine until the day prices surged and he rushed to cash in, only to watch a simple test reveal paint beneath polish, metal beneath illusion. And in that moment, he didn't just lose money. He lost years of effort, motivation, and belief in smart investing. And that shock is what wakes people up to a deeper truth about wealth. Real wealth is never built fast, and it's never built blindly. It's built by learning what you hold, by knowing value instead of guessing it, by moving slower than hype, but faster than fear, like my uncle, who fixed engines all day and studied markets all night, quietly stacking verified silver every month while others spent on distractions, ignored by friends who chased trends, laughed at by coworkers who wanted quick profits until inflation surged and metals soared, and his patience paid for a home in full silver, is more than a shiny object. It's a discipline that teaches consistency, protection, and opportunity at the same time. And every smart investor understands that counterfeit stories don't mean avoid the asset. They mean become smarter with it. Test what you buy, learn who you buy from, treat knowledge like armor. I met a young man who started with 1 ounce a month, sometimes skipping meals out, sometimes working overtime just to add a little more, not because he was obsessed with metal, but because he was obsessed with freedom. And 5 years later, those small choices became capital that launched a business and changed his family's future. Wealth doesn't come from waiting for perfect timing. It comes from showing up consistently, stacking value patiently, and staying calm when markets shake, because silver has always rewarded those who accumulate quietly while the world panics and argues and chases noise. Most people think wealth is built in big moments. One lucky trade, one perfect investment, one sudden rise in price. But real wealth is built in quiet decisions repeated over time. The decision to learn before buying, the decision to verify instead of trusting blindly, the decision to stay patient while others rush, because silver rewards discipline more than excitement and consistency more than hype. I watched a factory worker who knew nothing about markets slowly change his future by buying small pieces of physical silver every paycheck, sometimes just a coin, sometimes a bar, always from trusted sources, always tested, always stored safely, while his friends spent on phones and weekend thrills. And years later, when inflation hit hard, his savings didn't shrink, they grew stronger, giving him leverage, confidence, and choices. Silver works like a shield and a ladder at the same time, protecting what you've earned while helping you climb higher, especially when paper money weakens. And those who understand this don't wait for fear to disappear, they move while others hesitate. Every ounce you stack is a vote for your future. Every smart purchase is a brick in financial freedom. And when markets shake, the patient builders are the ones standing strongest, holding real value while chaos passes around them. Fear spreads fastest when people don't understand what they own, and confidence grows when knowledge replaces guesswork. And silver has always been the asset that rewards those who take time to learn its true value, how to test it, how to store it, how to buy it wisely instead of emotionally, because smart investors don't chase hype. They build foundations. I've seen ordinary people transform their lives by treating silver like a long-term strategy instead of a quick flip, stacking slowly, staying calm, and trusting the process while others panicked at every price move. And those steady habits created security when inflation rose and opportunities when markets fell. Small, consistent actions may feel invisible today, but over time they become powerful, and every ounce added with intention moves you closer to freedom, stability, and control over your future, while the world keeps chasing shortcuts.